This video is going to be on a system CommGearSupply has that is a quick change system for their push-to-talks. This is an amplified push-to-talk, so you'll be able to use real military type headsets with like Baofeng radios. 3 radios that I got here to show are a big difference. What I think makes a big advantage on this is instead of having to have an individual push-to-talk for each one of these radios, you can have one good push-to-talk and swap it between all the different radios by just going to get the adapter. So it lets you expand your system without needing to buy a new push-to-talk when you also spend money on your radio. And then they also make push-to-talks with multiple, like 2 down leads, so that way you can hook up the 2 radios. Then they also have different types of push-to-talk setups. For example, the ones that'll hook up to like the more active earplugs, or the ones that adapt to your hearing protection headsets if you don't have one like this. They're all kind of interchangeable and compatible. If I talked about all that, this video could go on for a very long time, but I really just wanted to show how you can basically have the adapters and go between these radios, because that was the solution that I was looking for. I'm not going to dive too deep into their push-to-talk. The fact that it's quick change is good. Obviously, that's the whole reason why I'm making the video. It's not too big of a push-to-talk button, but it's not too small. It's got a nice, well thought out dust cover on the top for when you don't have something plugged into it. They have an option for you to run like a really small wire down your sleeve to your finger to be part of the push-to-talk button as well. Rotating on the back depending on the angle you want it at. Very positive grip. Then the adapter pieces, all made very good quality. Can't really complain about that. If I had to gripe about anything on these, for example, when you're going to connect 2 of these up, it would have been nice to have like an indexing line, because what I've noticed you need to do is you kind of like spin it till you feel it start to go together, then push it. The next thing is for tactical stuff. I don't really like shiny, and they're a little matte, but there is some shiny stuff on there. Blacken it out a little bit would have been good. When you want to disconnect it, it won't disconnect by just pulling apart. You got to pull the lock back, then disconnect. The other thing I noticed was on the Baofeng one, this little thumb screw for the side adapter, it's not retained, so you could lose it. But most of the Baofeng stuff is like that. So I don't think that's something specific to them, but just something to be aware of. Everything is very, very clear through this. Didn't get any weird feedbacks and stuff like that. Sometimes when you're adapting a whole bunch of things, you do get some weird feedback. One thing that I was a little bit disappointed was the adapter that you see on the replica radio. It didn't work on a real Harris radio. And the only reason why I could think is, I don't know how well you could see it in the radio, but they're only utilizing 5 of the 6 pins. And I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it works great on the TRI radio. One thing I forgot to mention when I was just talking earlier, one thing that I like about these adapters that sometimes doesn't happen when you have an accessory attached to the side, and it's easier to show on the Baofeng, but it is like this on the Retevis as well. For the TRI PRC 152, it's a manual setting, but you can see
channel mode.
You can hear the speaker when I turn it on, because it automatically enables the speaker and the microphone. You were to have a problem with the push-to-talk or something like that, you could just easily disconnect it and continue to talk to someone, as a traditional handset, instead of worrying about disconnecting this and all that mess. That's a good plus about these. So everything you see here, I will have links to in the description. There'll be affiliate links, so I'll get a couple pennies if you decide to buy through the links. So what I'm going to do now is I'll set up a radio here for you, and then I'll just go through individually, and I'm going to test each radio really quick through my OpsCore headset, the push-to-talk, and the adapter, so you can see what it sounds like and see that everything comes through clear. This is a test transmission through the Retevis RT87 using all the CommGearSupply adapters. This is a test transmission through the Baofeng GT3WP using all the CommGearSupply adapters. This is a test transmission through the TRI PRC 152 through all the CommGearSupply adapters. And the snapping you just heard was not the radio, it was the bug zapper inside my garage. Okay, so one last test I'm going to try my best here to do, and hopefully it doesn't get interference. I'm going to take the microphone here and kind of like put it inside the headset so you can hear the test going the other way and hear that it also comes back the other way through the adapter, and it sounds okay. This is a test so you can hear what it sounds like through the Ops Core headset and all the CommGearSupply adapters as you receive. So in conclusion with this, I really like how versatile this makes this system. They have so many different adapters for so many different radios, and then so many other different things. Like you can attach this to like Quiet Pros and Silinks and all this stuff. I mean, you name it, they got an adapter for it. And then this same type of adapter system too. I mean, it's all over the place. It's pretty cool. Hopefully this kind of like opens a new option for you. It gives you an idea. I do wish it did work with the real Harris radios. Maybe that'll be something that they'll do a little bit different in the future. But CommGearSupply is always making some cool stuff. They did not send this to me for free. They sent it to me to evaluate, and then if I so choose, I'm gonna buy it. Thanks for watching. If you have any experience with this system, leave your experiences in the comments. Thank you.